So old Joe Nicholslick got the remix, despite having the, the trifecta, the round trip with the layover. Now, I'm not here trying to make fun of Joe Nicholslick in his moment of weakness, like when he fell off his bike, or when he allegedly shit his pants at the Vatican, or when he says the quiet parts out loud, or when he tries to shake the hands of dead relatives. Like I said, these gaffes, or senior moments, or brain farts, or whatever you want to call them, they're starting to be not funny anymore. And now with him having the remix, and full kufi on tight, they've been talking about invoking the 25th, and now he got the remix, which would make this all too perfect. And if they invoke the 25th Amendment, we all know what that means. A Kamala Harris presidency. I swear, y'all, I called all this like a year ago. Oh, you don't remember? Honestly, I don't know if this is funny anymore.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it. All these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. Mobilize true international effort to pressure.
Old Joe Nicholslick. He done gave us a few laughs over the years with all of them gaffes he's been having, hasn't he? But it's starting to become a bit concerning. They seem to be happening more and more frequently. Remember when the White House had to cut his feed last week? What about when he said niggard in a press conference last week? Even YouTube's captioning caught it. But some things have been happening behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. For example, check these headlines out. Have you guys noticed that Joe has only been speaking for about 5 minutes at a time? And that's if he speaks at all, because we really haven't seen him too much. And it could be because we're used to Donald Trump and hearing him every day, all day. But there could be something much deeper there. Remember when Nancy Pelosi had a press conference on passing a new 25th Amendment bill? And she said it had nothing to do with Donald Trump?
This is not about President Trump, but he shows the need for us to create a process for future presidents.
While Joe's been on autopilot, Kamala Harris has been overseeing his foreign policy and his day-to-day duties. It seems to me that the transition of Kamala Harris to take over the presidency, and it's going to happen a lot sooner than we think. And what's even worse, Nancy Pelosi becomes the vice president. Now, who you think really gonna be running that White House? And together, they'll pass some of the most fucked up, draconian, far left progressive policies you've ever seen. The Constitution, or what's ever left of it, is gonna be all shot the fuck up. So every time Joe fuck up and say something wrong, or fails to form a sentence, just know that's one step closer to a Harris-Pelosi presidency. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Figured I'd bring it to your attention. Remember, Hotep's been told you. Now, I don't know if Pelosi would be the vice president, but normally, if something like this was to happen, the Speaker of the House becomes the vice president. But I digress. Since I made this video back in March, things have gotten progressively worse with old Joe Nicholslick. He's declining rapidly. And I still stand by what I said. I don't think he makes it to 2024. And although we haven't seen Kamala, I'm sure they're grooming her and getting her ready just in case Joe Nicholslick becomes incapacitated, bites the dust, kicks the bucket. You know what I'm talking about. Because let's face it, his brains is becoming tapioca. But like I said, it may be funny to watch, but every time he fuck up and he say something he ain't supposed to say, or he trips and falls, just remember, that's one step to a Kamala Harris presidency. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Help me beat this algorithm. YouTube is whooping my ass, and they don't want to see true free thinkers like myself get any leeway. Anyway, this Cannon Hotep. I holla at you.
Joe Biden is 96 motherfucking years old, man. You gave Paul the job, bitch.
Niggas need to relax and take notes.
The body of Barack Obama's chef found in a pond near the former president's Martha Vineyard home. I wonder what the fuck he saw. He probably saw Michelle's dick. He saw Michelle's hog and Barack lips firmly sealed around it. He saw Finkel was Einhorn and Einhorn was Finkel. Or I don't know, maybe he participated in those Patriot games. I don't know. Maybe they had a little House of Cards action, Jay. And he was ready to talk. Remember what happened with the dude that said that he was sucking Obama dick while he was doing crack in the back of the limo? Let's not forget about that guy. He's no longer with us before he's supposed to be no longer with us. But he testified before Congress. I slurped Obama off while he did crack in the back of the hotel room. And his ass was no longer with us. Joan Rivers. Michelle's a man. We all know that. Routine surgery. She out of there. Ken and Hotep did not off himself.
This niggas need to relax and take no.
Here we go again. CGI. Now there's a video making his rounds on Twitter from old Joe Nicholslick's Twitter page of him condemning that day in January. And needless to say, this shit seems a little off. Check this out.
Can't be pro-insurrection and pro-cop. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-democracy. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-American. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act. The brave women and men in blue all across this nation should never forget that.
Now, is it me, or does it look like the White House deep-faked the president's face? I swear you can't make this shit up. Everything is frozen but his mouth. I'm telling y'all, something up. They might be legitimately giving old Joe Nicholslick that weekend at Bernie's treatment. And while they got his ass off in some Lazarus pit or some shit, they got some poor intern standing in while some IT guy do some Pixar shit. And like I said before, the government ain't beyond doing some bullshit like this. They do a lot of things. For all I know, that piss was digital. They get crazy with special effects. Look, check this out. I didn't even just do that. Did I do that? That piss was digital. They do crazy stuff with special effects. I'm telling y'all, like I said, he ain't gonna make it to 2024. Mark my words. Kamala Harris over there like this, rubbing her hands like Birdman. Like I always say, they love telegraphing their punches. So watch out for the hook. Ken and Hotep. I'll holla at you. But that's what you're missing.
Especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to a Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the after party. I am Ken and Hotep. Thank you for joining me, guys. You could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. Give yourselves a round of applause. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share this stream, guys, so people know we live. You catching the replay? Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use that constructive criticism, guys. We got a special guest. We got a special guest today. Jay has finally transitioned to a beautiful black woman, guys. No, shout out to Bailey. Shout out to Bailey.
Oh man, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel.
It's weird. I don't see you or anything. It's like
You don't see me?
frozen.
Oh, you know why? I got you. I know why. Boom. You should be able to see me now.
Oh, I see you now.
There we go. Had to turn on
What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh my
I was about to
goodness.
say, he set up on here. He sounds like a black man, so he's not too far.
Well, Jay had a life before all of this. Oh man, I had to bring on Bailey because we've been seeing all over social media women that's like, I'm a black woman, proud woman, and I will not be voting for Kamala Harris. And I just needed to hear from Bailey's mouth. Hey Bailey, 2024 election is around the corner, and it looks like I don't think she's going to be the candidate, but for all intent and purposes, she's going to be the candidate. Are you voting for Kamala, the throat goat Harris?
As I sit here before you today, that is not my plan. As I sit here before you today, that is not my plan. Because it's all weird. And I saw she did California, so I don't need that.
That's right. You over there on the West Coast, so you know what happened in there.
Can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know where you stood before now, but I did use, I'm from the West Coast. I was one of them, clicking Democrat down the list. Identity politics. I said no more. I said no more.
Oh, hold on. You're echoing. Hold on. They said you're echoing. That's my fault, guys. Where is it at? Where to go? Oh, there it is right there. All right, boom. She's not echoing anymore. You should be good.
I don't know.
So.
No, I just said no more to, identity politics. And everyone I know who's saying they will vote for her, it's because of her identity. And I don't think that's not the way.
No, it's not the way. I wish I could conveniently be something other than black sometimes when I walk into a place, get those benefits,
You kind of look Dominican.
Yeah. Floydzilla said, he said, I look, I could be pitching for the Yankees right now.
Yes.
Oh,
what you think, Hannah?
Oh, goodness gracious, man. Guys, look. Like I said, guys, I don't think she's going to be the candidate. Obama didn't endorse her yet. And Joe Biden didn't definitively say that he was endorsing her in his speech yesterday. His AI speech. He walked all the way around that shit. So I don't think she's going to be their candidate, but I could be wrong, guys. And if they do endorse her, that just means they're throwing 2024 and waiting for 2028. That's just me, guys. That's just me. But I am tired of arguing with these normies out here about Kamala Harris. Yeah. It's like they want to be willfully ignorant. It's so many trusted government niggas now. I'm like, where y'all come from? There's so many
funny.
Huh?
When did you get this funny?
Who, me? I've always been this funny. See, you don't watch my show enough, gosh dang it.
No, I do, but no, you gotten funnier.
Yo, I'm tired of seeing all of these trusted government Negroes, yo. I'm tired of it. Yo, oh my gosh. I was going back and forth with this girl today, and I know better, but I just couldn't help myself because she just so brainwashed. But had the nerve to call me brainwashed. And I'm like, what? What?
That's the one.
What, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've been taking a break from my group chat because of that same damn thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sitting in a group chat with two black men, and they're telling me that I'm brainwashed, and they're telling me this one dude sat in the group chat with me, and I'm telling him all the things that Biden has said, all the racist things, explicitly racist things, and they're telling me, like I said, Trump's racist. I said, well, tell me one racist thing he said. And they'll say all these things, and I'll tell them, I'll show them, I'll debunk it. And then I say, okay, my turn. I'll show you everything that Biden. Oh, well, he didn't. Like, they make excuses for it. And then in the next breath, they tell me I'm brainwashed. And I told him, I was like, he said, if you don't vote for Democrat, you're not black. This fool never even seen it. How, I don't know. It was on the Breakfast Club. Right. But anyway, he said, no, it must have been a mistake. Or I took him right to the interview. I'm like, you don't even vote. So, like, there's people who I know don't even vote.
Massa only whooped me because he loved me.
Right. Like, give me one policy. And with Kamala, give me one policy and give me one vote she's gotten. Give me one vote that she's gotten. I don't know how it works because I've never seen, I didn't get into the weeds of, if he drops out, but I understand they're each on the ticket. But to just nominate her, I'm not sure. Can that be?
No, it can't be. They
That's
have
what
to
I'm
go
thinking,
through
like-
the DNC. They got to go through the convention. So what they trying to do is pull a Hillary, Bernie Sanders 2016,
Right.
where they even though Bernie won the nominee, they just took that shit from him. Like, give me that, and it was nothing he could do about it.
Right.
What they
But
trying
it's
to-
Trump. It's Trump taking away the democracy of our country.
Yeah,
though, but
right. Yeah, it's Trump
they
taking
can
away the
just-
democracy, but they take away the vote of the people at the DNC convention and trying to
Right.
install her. But I think they're in for a rude awakening. I don't think she's going to be it. She'll be your president for a day, though. All these women out here happy. You about to get the first black female president through a loophole. You know what I mean? Through you know what I mean? Like oh, because come on, let's be real. Joe Biden is first off, I don't think he's with us anymore. That's just me.
Oh.
But if he is with us, he ain't long for the White House. I'm gonna give it a few more weeks before he resigns. And then next thing you know, poof pow, I'm gonna say DNC convention, Joe Biden resigns, somewhere around there. And then now you got your first female black president. You know what I mean? And it's through the default. You know what I mean? Through process, not through an election. You know.
Right.
And it's interesting that now all of a sudden, because before the assassination attempt and all that other shit, she was polling lower than Joe Biden. She was on nobody's short list for president. Now all of a sudden, Joe Biden resigns. Here come the fucking polls. Oh, she's up by 3 points on Trump. How? How's she all of a sudden up on by 3 points on Trump? Somebody make that make sense to me.
Nothing's made sense for a long time.
They astroturf, and that's what they're going to do. They want you to believe that she is the most popular thing since sliced bread. Meanwhile, she couldn't even get 0.5% when she was running for president in 2020.
Right.
She got her ass handed to her by Tulsi Gabbard. And then her ass was shortly out of the race after that. Now all of a sudden,
I think she's funny.
Who Kamala? Oh, she is one of them. She funny like, what the fuck she just say? That's the type
That's
of funny,
like the only thing. That's the only more. I have a morbid curiosity to see, like, you know, how it'll go if she were to be the nominee. Like, I think she's funny. But other than that,
she's audaciously funny. It's like, yo, the nerve
funny.
of her to say that. That is ridiculous.
There's no one that thinks Kamala Harris is as funny as Kamala Harris thinks she's funny, because way she rolls after every.
Today is today and tomorrow was yesterday.
Yeah.
And yesterday was 2 days ago, and then last week was this week, but it wasn't this week yesterday. Like what
can be unburdened by what has been.
Right. I'm like, she thinks she Jesse Jack. She sounds, you know what she sound like? She sound like Farrah Convict from Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
Right. One
You know
fish,
what I
two
mean?
fish,
Yeah.
three fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know what is going on. That's what I'm saying. Has the bar just been so low that you can just, like,
bro,
finesse your way into the presidency? Well, I
she's
guess.
just being, she's going to get it by default, but I do not think she's going to be the nominee. And if she is the nominee, that means they're throwing it for 2028. But I can't even
I'm really
imagine
curious,
her.
though, Cannon.
I can't even.
I'm curious, like, what her policies are. Like, what she, I mean, we don't know.
She don't have any. She don't have any policies. Whatever her policies is gonna be, whatever Joe Biden's policies were. That's my opinion. It's gonna be whatever Joe Biden's policies were. They already running interference for about the borders all shit. They already running interference on that. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? That's what y'all said she was. That's what I remember. What's the name? Went at her neck, and she's here. We go. We're gonna play it right now. We're gonna play this video right now.
Man,
let me bring you over. This was when I was back on my fucking video shit right here. So check this out. This is when Lester Holt went at her neck.
Man, if she ain't the gift that just keeps on giving.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, you know, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
What?
Y'all see that dumbass look on her face when he caught her in her lie?
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
He was teasing me.
You know how
You want to know what the point is, Kamala? You're the vice president of the United States. You're in charge of the American-Mexican border. And there's a bunch of people crammed in these detention centers like sardines that you were supposed to deal with a long time ago. You don't understand what his point is. You knew what his point is. Your ass just got caught off guard. That's what happened. And apparently your brain ain't fast enough to come up with a quick retort. These the people y'all voted for. When old Donnie T left office, it was like 500 kids left in those centers. And that was because the people they came with wasn't their fathers or their mothers. Now under old Joe Nicholslick's administration, along with old Kamala, there's 4,700 kids locked up in these detention centers. Make that make sense. Then she down in Guatemala telling people don't come up here. But at the same time, they getting rid of the remain in Mexico order. I swear you can't make this stuff up, folks. I swear, I really hope y'all really paying attention now. And as for Kamala, as we say in Baltimore, if you knew better, you do better, short. But Hotep's been told you. He was teasing me. Man,
That was when Lester Holt went in her neck because she was the border czar and was doing nothing about the border. And that was her answer to why haven't she been to, because I haven't been to Europe. Like what? Like she just was missing in action for 4 fucking years on the border. Now all of a sudden they wanted to start doing some stuff about the border. Now they making all these excuses like she was never the border czar. Stop it. Just stop it. You knew she was. She did nothing for 4 years but sunbathe and do whatever else. She was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found until Nicholslick started slipping up and getting sick or whatever his vaccine injury is or whatever it is going on with him. That's when she started showing up because she knew it was her time to shine. She has no policies. Maybe Jesus Christ. Roe versus Wade. Maybe. You know what I mean? But nothing substantial. Nothing on foreign policy other than kiss the ring of the little hats, the tiny hats. That's it. Come on, let's be real. Bibi Netanyahu was only here because Nicholslick is sick and he has to come over here and check on his kids. That's why Bibi Netanyahu here. He writing the 3rd season of America right now. That's what he doing right now. Which is really interesting because the minute he gets here, you got people busting into DC, fucking up, tearing up. They tearing up in DC, lighting flags on fire, got the graffiti out. They tearing up because BB here. All by design, all chaos. Ariel Hawani in the building says, I love my tiny hat. So this is, and it probably, I don't know, it might be, if it's the real Ariel Hawani, I appreciate you being here. So Ariel Hawani is one of the commentators for the UFC. So, but I don't know because it's probably him. I'm gonna say it's him because I'm gonna say I'm that nigga, and I got one of the hottest shows on the net right now. I'm just gonna say
Speak
that.
it.
And he said,
"What is going on though?"
And I think he said, "Damn, you fine."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What do you think, Cannon? So, okay, I'm going to ask you about this because I was watching the news today and I was looking at CNN on Instagram, and they were saying basically how it was never said that she was the border czar. Never.
Yeah.
And then I see a bunch of videos of her referring to herself as that, being appointed that. It's like, do you feel like the bar has just been so low and they know that anything they say will be believed by that side, or that it can just be in your face in that way? Or are we like, what is it, 1984? Is it like, are we just...
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
Yeah. I don't know. It's the ministry of truth is what's happening. It's the Jedi mind trick. These aren't the Jedi you're looking for. You know what I mean? They just think they can do that. Like they got a neuralizer and people just forgot. But like I said, willfully ignorant. People want to be willfully ignorant. They don't want their belief systems broken. Like it's easily debunked that she wasn't the border czar. She was the border czar. You can debunk the claim that she wasn't, but they're not going to. People going to run with that. And I'm like, never mind the border czar stuff. Where was she at for the 4 years? Where was she?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. But they won't hold her feet to the fire. They're not going to show that Lester Holt interview when she sat there and lied through her teeth. Right?
Yeah, looks like she has a lot of them.
Yeah, right. They ain't gonna show that don't come. That when she went to Guatemala, don't come. Like, oh, that's the extent of your border czarness. You better not come up here, or else
Don't
what? Or else what? We'll be forced to give you $10,000 in an apartment in Chicago
And a bus trip.
Yeah, we'll fly you anywhere in the United States like Southwest Airlines.
Stay in a hotel, Holiday Inn.
And that's the funny part, right? They're gonna lull black people to sleep. And that's what I hate to say that. And I hope people don't, because Chicago was in the middle of a revolution. They were like, no, fuck this. Y'all really giving them 10 grand and apartments and furniture and food and education and shit? Y'all shutting down our kids' schools to make them into condos or whatever the fuck you doing for them? They was on the revolution. Now they got Kamala Harris out here, faux black woman, and they about to get lulled back to sleep. My president, she wear pearls. Yes, queen, yes. That's what's about to happen. You homeless though, and you ain't got no heat.
Right.
She gonna fix it.
Well, you know why that is though. Well, that's another thing I have issue with. The whole they got on old boy for saying black jobs. But then I saw something when they always will ask, well, what are you gonna do for black people? And then someone could say to you, oh, we'll give you this, we'll do this, we'll give you jobs, we'll give you that. But then when someone says, I gave black jobs, and that's what you asked for, and, oh, well, what are black jobs? You asked me to do something for you. What are you going to do for black people? Then someone says, well, I gave black people jobs or whatever. Maybe I don't know what he should have said other than black jobs.
No, he was fine. Because not to mention, you know how many times the Democrats said black jobs in interviews or in articles? It was all the time. Because the wrong person said the shit. It's like, you know what I mean? It was like he said nigga on live on in the on stage.
Right.
I'm like, no. And let's not be dumb. We know what black jobs is.
Right.
All right. That's flipping burgers at McDonald's. Let me stop. But we know what black and Hispanic jobs are. We know what they are. Construction, any type of labor.
I took it to mean like just how can you say, like a quota in every field. That's how I took it to mean. I took it to mean like if I go to, let's say, I don't know, the name of a company, I don't know, Amazon or whatever, and I'm getting a job, and but you give it to, like, say, an illegal immigrant or something like that. That's a job I could have had. That's how I took it to mean. I didn't take it to mean like certain jobs were just for black people.
Right. I know exactly what he meant, because you had people like in Cali and stuff like that who was really pissed at the immigrants because they was taking their jobs. Like if you a black dude and you good at landscaping, you go work for a landscape. You try to go work for a landscaping company, and you go in there and you like, well, what you want? I want $20 an hour. I don't know what the fuck the minimum wage is or whatever a living wage is in California, because it's too expensive on the West Coast for me. And they go, we'll pass. And then the immigrant come in and he like, I'll do it for 15, Mr. Mike. You know what I mean? And he doing it for 15 for Mr. Mike. And they, that black man ain't getting a call back.
Right.
Because they doing it for cheaper under the table. With there's no payroll tax to pay when you're doing it under the table, and he doing it for cheap. And it's happening in every trade. Go find a black guy hanging drywall right now. Spanish dude doing it for cheaper under the table for Mr. Mike. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's what's happening, and that's what he meant. Like, yo, they coming in taking all the jobs, and people can't make a livable wage because of them circumventing the American laws and all that other stuff. It's just a trip, because that's what they do, and this is what's going to happen. They're going to sit here and try and push Kamala. Kamala going to garner all of this money, right? And they're going to pull that shit from under her feet, and they're going to hand it to whoever they're going to put in office. Because right now, it behooves them to let her collect the money, because her and Biden was a ticket. So I believe that because she's still running as the president, running for candidacy, she's still privy to the money. If they was to pick somebody else, they got to start all over with that fundraiser. But I think they're going to use
about
her.
This?
Get that money.
I don't know if you oh, sorry.
No, you good. Go
I don't know
ahead.
if you talked about this already. What do you think happened? You think he's dead? Is what you think? Like, cause what do you think happened? If all this time they're saying that his health is okay, but then he's saying he's not. Let's say he's not dropping out the race because of he got killed in the debate or whatever. And that means to me that what else? It has to be his health. So then it's like, well, okay, if it's your health, then why do you feel comfortable to continue to run the country at this point?
Because he was never running the country.
Right. And he never kind of really even said like why he was dropping out either.
No, he's not. He's not going to because he didn't want to drop out. That letter wasn't from Joe Biden.
Right.
That shit wasn't even on stationery.
Right.
That the signature wasn't his. And they did it on Twitter.
Signature.
And they did it on Twitter. And it's like, what the I said, yo, do he even know that he dropped out the race? So he gonna be pissed in the morning. Like, I didn't know. But apparently he didn't. He didn't know. That shit was a coup. They set his ass all the way up. But this is the thing. And I said they got the technology to do the mask shit, right? They been had it. There was a lady in the 70s who was briefing Nixon on new technology that CIA came out with for like espionage. And Nixon was like, okay, well, where is it at? Where's your technology? This lady fucking did the Mission Impossible. And it was some white lady under like a black lady face or some shit like that. And Nixon couldn't tell. He didn't know. He didn't know it wasn't the lady. So we know they got that. We know they can modulate your voice. We see it all the time, right? Like Donald Trump did 31 commercials for his presidency or whatever for 2024. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's an animal. He did 31 takes. No, he didn't. AI did that shit. I pointed that shit out. They got that, right? So I said that I don't think he was dead, but I think he was so fucked up that they had to use a body double from time to time just to get the wool over on people. We know they used a body double for Hillary Clinton during 2016 because she was sick a lot. And there was a lady that was her body double, right? And she looked just enough for like Hillary for them to pass that shit off, at a glance. But now I don't know because HJ had got in the middle of Hotep told you last week, he got a text or whatever saying, hey, yo, Nickel Slick fell in Vegas and he might not be here no more. He may no longer be with us. He's been medevac to UMC in Vegas. But today? No, this was last week. This is right after the shooting. So, but then it switched from them taking him to UMC to flying him to Delaware. So I'm like, so you got the president in allegedly critical condition, right? Critical condition. And instead of flying him to the nearest hospital, what it sounded like they said he had a stroke. So instead of flying him to the nearest hospital, you fly him 4 hours across to the East Coast, not to Walter Reed, to Delaware. What the fuck is that about? What didn't you want the people to know? Right? Because they had all these rumors that he might either be dead or on his way out. So did he die and y'all just flew him back to Delaware? Did he just pass away and y'all flew him to fucking Delaware and was like, we're gonna have to break the body double out and he's gonna have to resign?
I don't know. He's been looking dead for a long time.
He has been. But I think that so part of me is like he was fucked up pretty bad. And either he's drooling on himself in his house in Delaware right now and they got the body double out and the AI did the speech last night, or he ain't with us no more and they used the AI or the body double to do the speech yesterday. That's just
I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe anymore. But I will say though,
it wasn't COVID.
Even just like common sense wise, I think even if I were like a child and I was seeing this man, to me he's looked different. Eight to nine like different versions of the way he looks. Just with regular eyes. It's like, why does he doesn't even look like the same person? Because
I don't think he is the same person.
I don't think so. Even bone structure wise, chin, everything. And I'm like, I don't even think you got to be a conspiracy theorist or what do you call it? Foil tin hat or whatever. Just to see like this dude does not look like the same person from like week to week.
But apparently
now that's a fast decline.
It's a fast decline. It's a rapid decline. Even if you go from 2020 to 2024, that's a rapid decline.
That's quick.
But
he looks crazy.
It's alleged that they made this decision that he wasn't supposed to be the candidate a year or so ago, and that he wasn't trying to relinquish that. And the thing is, the way that the Democratic Party supposed to go is that he's the incumbent and that he's automatically supposed to get the nod. It's like an unwritten rule, I guess. But the minute I seen that whole Barack Obama come out and say that he wasn't viable enough to be the president no more, I said, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. All of a sudden, he got COVID.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Shit is out. So, because Obama and Pelosi got pull. They got the pull in the Democratic Party. So, whoever they go for is whoever they go for. Now, the Pelosi, I think they're winging it right now, and that Kamala's a placeholder. And the fact that Obama hasn't picked nobody yet is very telling. That he hasn't picked anybody yet, and he's waiting for the convention, which is really interesting to me.
I can't wait to see who it is.
I can't wait to see it either. It might be her. I don't know. They're really trying to put some steam behind her, but I don't see it. She's wildly unpopular. Even with all of the push that they're giving her, she is not that popular, especially with black women. And that's the vote that they lost. They lost 31% of the black women vote. And they think she's going to get that back. Now, I don't know who they replace her with. Do they bring RFK back? Because he said that he's willing to do play ball if they want him to come back to the Democratic Party. He said it. He said he'll take the meeting. Or do they force Michelle Obama to come off the bench, even though she say she don't want it? You know what
That's
I mean?
your girl. You love you some Michelle.
I love me some Michelle, boy.
Something's got to give. It just looks crazy. It looks really crazy.
It does. It's some House of Cards shit, and people.
That's what I was thinking.
It's some House of Cards shit. That's what we living right now, and
I knew the election year was going to give. I knew it. I've been waiting.
It's kind of exciting. I'm not even gonna lie.
It is. It is exciting, but it's kind of like. But if she gets in there, I don't know. It's over with. Especially it's Newsom in there. It's a little weird. So
if she get in there, it's just more the same. They're going to continue to crash the system. Or, full kufi on tight, we might not even have an election. If shit don't go their way, they might pull a Hail Mary like they did with COVID. Because let's be real, guys. They fucking gave that shit. They fucking put that shit on us. All right? They might Hail Mary and lob some shit over at Russia. And then force them to react. Or CrowdStrike has another fucking botched update and now we in the dark or something crazy. The lights might go out, and then guys, continuity of government.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the ironic thing too. That group chat I was telling you about earlier, even in that, I don't want him to get back in there because he may never leave. I'm like, why do these people talk like we don't only have 4 years to like? It's no longer like a theory. Like we have 4 years now. He's not in there anymore.
Right.
But ironically, everything that they're saying that they expected him to do. It feels like that's happening now.
It is.
And it's like, wake up.
That's the funny part. He's going to try to be. That's because they hear Joy Reid bald-headed ass and Rachel Maddow ass talking about. I think Joy Reid going to transition soon, y'all.
Joy Reid makes me so upset. How can someone have that name and be the most unjoyous person that I've ever laid eyes on? She is not. She brings me no joy at all.
She about to change her name. She going to change her name to James.
Right.
That's what she about to do.
Change her name though.
It's so unstable. It's like, but they run with that shit. They hear it and they run with that shit. And it's like, he's gonna make himself a king. Like, shut up. Like people forget that during the Russia collusion hoax, what they say, well, we can't charge him because you can't indict a sitting president or some shit like that. So it's kind of the same thing. What they did was like, okay, if the president was acting in official capacity, we cannot charge him. Which I still think is kind of fucked up. But at the same time, it's like, what did he do that was worth charging? What did he do?
Well, you mean the bookkeeping incident?
Yeah, the bookkeeping incident.
Like, I can't believe it. Let me tell you something. When that happened to him, I wanted to go check my checkbook. Like, golly, let me make sure I got every number correct. If you can get a felony.
34 felonies off of the one.
Crazy. Let me go check my checkbook. Golly.
The man said
There's something else.
Ben Shapiro's auntie. Oh my god.
The only person that annoys me more than her, used to, it looks like is Jamel Hill. She's so annoying to me. But Joy Reid's pretty bad. I can't believe she's on that show.
Yeah, who you telling? But Montoya says they will not make any definitive decisions. All of us will. Let's play chess, not checkers. I hear that. But yeah, Joy Reid, I don't know how she still has a show. I don't know how Rachel Maddow still has a show. So all the shit that they were accusing everybody else of doing with the misinformation, they were doing that shit in fucking spades. Simple as that.
You see that video of Joy Reid's like, for the culture, you're gonna look real crazy if you don't vote this way.
Yeah, the white woman married the black woman married to the white man.
Right.
I'm like, shut up. Like, you
what do y'all talk about when you get? Can you imagine? Oh, Joy Reid's husband's not black?
No.
I did not know
married?
that. Oh, I don't know, but I know that.
I'm like, us doing shit for the culture was got us fucked up in the first place.
Let me tell you, for the culture. That actually, you just brought up a good point. I don't think any of this. I know AOC's not with. She's with the white man. I know that. What's her name?
Kamala's with the white man.
The press conference or secretary lady.
She got a white woman.
She was with. Yeah, she did. I don't know if they're still together, but it's like, why don't they never have like? Well, Kamala Harris is with a white man, and it's like, I would love to see what the conversation's like when you get home when you've been blaming the white man all day. Oh,
actually, no, he's black. He's a black man.
Okay.
Jason Reed. Okay. You know what? More power to you, black man. I don't know how you deal with her. I don't know how you deal with her. Oh man, this is crazy. She's wild. Sometimes she goes so hard that I don't even think she believes the shit she's saying. I think it's all a play sometimes.
It couldn't be possible. It could not be possible to believe those things as an adult. I don't get how they've even gone through life to this point if they believe that stuff. I don't even get how they function. Married to
a white woman? Oh shit.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Why is Van Jones always crying?
Yeah, I don't know. He trying to get like a Tony Award or something. I don't know what he trying to do.
He makes me so mad. What are you crying for? Y'all should have been crying and feeling bad when you've been watching this man getting tortured and abused for these last 2-3 years. I don't see how anybody can be okay with how Joe Biden's been looking and not feel bad. Like,
right. I don't feel nobody say. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, if you want a real black president, you need somebody who's straight off the plantation. You need a nappy-headed nigga from South Carolina who's like he born here and some more shit. You need a nigga named Rufus or something like that.
Yeah, come to the presidential podium cracking sunflower seeds.
Yeah, cracking sunflower seeds, spitting them on the ground. He's talking about he fixing to do something.
Yeah, can y'all hurry up, please? I got this game to watch. Right. What Cam say? That's horsepower.
Yeah, you need Bill Cosby.
Abby Phillips show.
You need a Bill Cosby nigga to be the president. That's who you need. You need Bill.
For real.
You need a Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
If the president don't look like Sidney Poitier or Esther Roll, I don't want it. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
In my group chat that I keep bringing up, as you can tell, they were getting on my nerves. But I even asked them, I said, what would you have done? He's like, say Obama could have a third term and he decided to be like a Republican. Would you vote for him? And they started to say, yeah. And I'm like, that is wild to me. It's like your beliefs move with, and not to say that I wouldn't, let's say the opposite. Like, that would be cool for me to see that. It's like, that's not going to be the only reason I'm going to vote a certain way.
But the thing about it is like, I don't even know how people really like Obama like that. He didn't do shit for black people for his whole 8 years.
No, I was more so just saying a black man. They were saying, I'm just like, if a black man, would you vote? And they said, yeah. And I'm like, so basically lying. You're just saying, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
If Tim Scott won the nomination, their asses is not voting for Tim Scott. If Byron Donalds won the nomination, they is not voting for Byron Donalds. They'll figure out a reason to call him a coon and a sellout and some more stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They threw that in there too. And that's the thing too. That's what I'm saying. It's always, they talk about both sides of the neck. It's like, oh, you said black jobs. But then if I tell you some characteristic, oh, well, you're not black. You don't do. So what are these things that you characterize in other people to call them a coon? If you claim there's no certain way to be, this or that. And it's like, they always talk. I'm like, I'm over it. Call me whatever you want.
Sydney is creme brulee. I'm just saying though.
Sydney was with a white woman too.
Yeah, he was with a white woman.
Let me tell you.
James Evans was with a white woman.
That's what I'm saying. People just be complaining.
And I'm not even mad about it. Go for it. We love.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind it. I'm just saying I only mind it when you're claiming to be pro this, and that, and it's like, sit down. Like,
Bailey
Oh,
got
look.
Bailey got a Chico DeBarge looking nigga.
I cannot confirm nor deny that he.
But it's just like, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the fact that how they go extra hard.
That's the point.
On the culture and black people when then they themselves
Right.
not living the way they telling us that we should be living.
Right.
That's the shit that gets on my nerves.
It's like y'all are the ones that bring up color. We're fine, whoever you want to love. My issue is that you're the ones that end up talking about race all day, like, and then you went and swiped right on Tinder. And how did you we swiped right on this gentleman on this Milk of Magnesia, and you be mad about it all day on CNN. Don Lemon was with a white man, like all of them, all the ones that cry racism and all that. It's like, are you okay?
Black Market Nick said it was Bush, not Nixon. Way off. Okay, it was all right. It was Bush.
With the CIA?
Yeah,
Or
the guy
mask?
where the CIA lady went and briefed him. It was George Bush, the one who found the magic bullet.
Oh, gotcha.
But he said, but I guess us old white guys all look the same.
Let me tell you something, and this is to make it clear, I don't mind, the mixed relations. I don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it at all.
But I'm just saying, I can't imagine being with a lovely white man and then going to work and just talking about him all day.
And bashing the shit out of him.
Yeah, I cannot imagine doing that.
You married to a white man and then wearing his ass out, wearing his race out on news.
Right.
White men are the biggest threat to democracy. And then you go home to your white man. I'd be like, I'm ready to kick you out. Like, what did you fucking mean what you just said?
If I were him, I'd be sitting on the couch and she came to the door. Like when I heard the keys jangling in the door, and I'd be sitting on the couch waiting. Like,
I'm changing the locks to the gun safe and some more shit. This is trying to kill me.
What's up with you? Dang, girl. What are we gonna talk about? The family reunion.
Right. They come home talking about, we gotta go buy some more pumpkin seeds for our hike. Like, it's like, wait. We're not gonna skate past. I just fucking watched you on TV.
Right.
Denigrating white men, and then you come home and act like you ain't just fucking do that.
Kamala Harris probably went home and her husband's probably like,
to me.
The streets. Where did you learn that? Where'd you learn for the streets at? You don't say that at home.
Right.
I'm out here in these streets.
Right. The kids was watching. They think daddy is dangerous.
Right.
It's just, that's the shit that pisses me off. It's like, yo, you sit out here and you bash white people and all this shit, and then you go home to your white benefactor or your significant other. Like how? Like, to me, that's just theater at that point. Yeah. Are you like the dude on Don't Be a Menace? My Milk of Magnesia.
Yeah.
The devil must have broke the mold when he made you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, is that what it is? Like, it don't make sense to me. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's like, it's all theater to me. When I see that and I hear them talking about that bullshit, especially when Joy Reid and Don Lemon was on the same type of time we on now, back in the early 2000s, and then fucking changed their tune, and now they, just sitting there just gatekeeping.
Don Lemon gets on my last nerves.
I can't believe Candace Owens gave him an interview, let him went on his show.
Well, if that's what you want to call it, why would you invite someone to your show and not let them speak when you ask them a question? That is very weird to me. Like, why'd you invite her if you were just gonna, I don't know, try to paint her into a corner and get her to say something? You know how this girl feels. She talks about it all day on Twitter. Like, when he asked her what she felt about gay marriage, like, everyone knows what Candace Owens feels about gay marriage.
Right.
Why even ask her the question? Well, do you think that I'm sinning? Don, yes. Yeah, that's what she thinks.
Yeah, nigga. Like, go ask your grandmother. Go ask your grandmother what she think about your fucking lifestyle, Dawn. I bet your grandmother, she
like, why are you asking Candace Owens that? What do you think she would have said? You know what? I know that I say all day on Twitter that you are damned to hell, but Don, because I like you. and then I like Candace. Yeah, I think she gets a little some time. It comes off a little late, but she sticks to her, She sticks to what she is.
She sticks to her guns. That's one thing. Like I said, I found out about Candace when she was Red Pill Black on YouTube, and she was talking some actual sense. Then she started getting that cash, and then that shit started changing. Now she looked like she's trying to come back into the fold a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen. She'll have one viral moment that people will forget about all that shit, and then she's going to be right back in the fold. That's what's going to happen. Period.
She's so funny.
But I don't know about your boy Brandon Tatum. That nigga justified the police officer shooting that lady in the face. This is a justified shooting. We don't know what she was boiling. Like, nigga, was she boiling acid? The fuck you think she was boiling, Brandon?
Let me tell you. Back up out the house. Or if you felt that it was a threat, why? If she was a threat or weird to you, why didn't you ask your partner to go turn off the pot? Like, why did you send her over there and then? I don't know.
Meanwhile, y'all coming to the call at her house because she felt like she was in danger.
Yeah.
You know, now maybe she did have some medical issues, but whatever. Okay, you just gotta have a little more patience and some more stuff. But the thing about it is this: it was water. Fucking Al Green got hit in the face with a pot of hot grits. That nigga made 3 more songs.
That's true.
You know, he was cheating on his wife, and she hit his ass with a pot of hot grits. He survived. I don't know.
I know what I was.
What grits don't it stick?
It sticks and it's still hot.
And
too.
it's hot.
Right.
That nigga still had.
It doesn't run down.
You go look at one of his album covers. That nigga still got grits on his face in them album covers. He still survived. You know, water. You know, and I'm like, and I get it. Boiling water, it probably does sting, but you could have backed out of the house like the Kool-Aid man.
My thing is, why did you guys get the all clear and leave?
Or just fucking leave. You didn't find anything. Okay, ma'am. If you need us, call us back. Blah 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 blah. This is the thing, and I keep saying this, and I keep harking on it, but I think the cop had a demon in him.
I think so too.
Everything was going cordial and according to you know just cordially until she rebuked him in the name of Jesus. She said it twice. She's about to say it a third time, and he pulled his gun and said, "Don't you fucking do it." And I said, "What do you mean?" Weird. Yeah, what do you mean by "don't you do it"? Don't throw the water or don't say Jesus' name again. You know what I mean? And you know so. And then he pulled his gun and she hit the floor. The pot of water was still on the sink when she went to the ground. When he pulled his gun. You know what I mean? And if she already unstable, she's scared, and then she probably went back up for the water for some fucking reason, and boom. Right. And then his responses after that was completely different than how he was acting in the first place. That cop had a demon in him, y'all.
That was weird. I just can't believe it. I don't know. I think the pulling out the gun, that part was that was even too much to me.
Yeah. But
once you saw she was scared, like, stop.
They was cool. They was having conversation, and then when I rebuke you, when she said that shit twice, he turned into something else. I said, that's a fucking demon. I said, just like the demon that made that man wrap that belt around that lady neck and rape her between them cars.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. I saw that when he drug her through the. Yeah. And I think they say he knew her though. But
I don't know.
Yeah, he could have backed up.
Just like that shit that was in that nigga in Philly who made him nut on that girl leg.
I heard about that too.
You know,
I didn't get into the weeds of how he was able to do it, but I did hear that happened. It was like in a store or like a dollar store.
I can't bust no nuts at will. I'm just saying. I mean, you had to been already working that shit up before you got to it.
Right.
That's all I'm thinking. You had to been working that shit up. Yeah, that shit.
He was probably looking at her. He was probably looking at her all day on there. Was it a cash register? Did she work there?
No, she was just just shopping. That nigga was
Can
like,
you imagine that?
That nigga was like, here you go, and then he just fucking ran out the door. That shit was crazy. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Like, people are, it's just what we are right now, people. And women seem to be under attack. That's just what it is. That cop. Then to find out, I didn't even know this shit happened like a few weeks ago, and they just bringing it out into the news.
With the girl I didn't know that.
You getting shot. That shit happened earlier this month, and they just
that was one that I didn't think that one soul would say that was justified, and of course, dumbass.
Your boy Tate.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to start inciting and excited delirium or some bullshit. He said, you don't know what she had in that pot. Like, nigga, what the fuck you think she got in that pot?
Right.
Baby oil? You think she in prison, nigga? Like, I'm like, come on.
And does she have the arm of damn Tom Brady? How was that? All you had to do was back up. The water wasn't going to come up quick.
Just bitch. And then you like, what was that? You know what I mean? But regardless, her reaction was because of the cop's reaction.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I said everything was going cordial and according to plan until she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She saw some shit. And then when she said it a second time, he was like, don't you fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Philly Nutbuster
was
still
screaming?
on the loose. I thought he turned himself in after
He's on the loose, all right. the Philly Nutbuster.
I thought he turned himself in after Meek Mill put that money on his head. Meek Mill said, I got $2,000 for anybody who know that nigga is.
To be mean to him or to help him?
To find him. He's like, I got $2,000 for anybody who know who he is.
I bet Meek Mill does want to find him. His little weird self.
right.
Wasn't he at the white party with Michael Rubin's party?
Oh shit, he might have.
All hugged up.
I don't know.
I bet he wants to find a little quick draw.
Quick draw though.
I got 2,000. Find them.
Goodness, that's the Hennessy prices, according to Hunter Biden.
But, right. So what did he do? He was in the store, and then he found his target and ran over there really quick and was able to do it just like that.
Bust his nut, and then he ran out the store like a fucking pervert. That shit was wild. So check this out. I want you to see this. This shit is funny. This little girl stuck to her guns. So I guess this lady next to her is trying to get this little girl to say that her 2 moms is better than having a dad. Right? And this little girl just ain't buying that shit. So check this out.
Do you ever wish, Lucia has 2 moms. I'm not one of them, but she has 2. Do you ever wish that you had a dad?
Yes.
Why?
Because dads are a little bit stronger, kind of. But girls can be stronger.
Have you seen your mothers? They're very strong.
I bet they do look like they're strong.
Not as strong as Uncle Michael.
Oh, yeah? So, what do you need a stronger person for? To lift heavier things?
No, to lift me up.
Oh, to lift you up.
And I once heard someone that has a dad, and I made friends with them, and she said, in the pool there's this floaty, and they lay in it, and their dad picks the floaty up. He picks it up and hold it like this, and then they clean our tent.
Okay, so you want a dad so he can lift things, including you?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other reasons you want a dad?
No, not really.
So really, you just want your moms to go to the gym and get stronger? So if your moms could lift you over your head in the pool, would you still want a dad?
Yes.
She said yes.
I didn't forget.
Like, it's something about having a dad, to go to and to feel protected and stuff like that, that it's inherent in little girls and little boys with their mom and even with their dad. It's inherent in kids that want that male, female, that yin and that yang. You know what I mean? It's not natural for your 2 moms. It's shit that your 2 moms can't do that your dad can do. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, exactly. Baby's been told you.
Yeah, why is that lady sitting there doing that, even putting it out like that? Like, why is she even asking her that?
Trying
That's
to
her
coach
daughter.
her up. Yeah, trying to coach her up. Like, no. Because she probably said that shit to her mothers, and they was like, did you know? And then she probably tried, like, no, the little girl's right. Like, okay, weird. I love my moms, but there's some shit that y'all can't do that I see fathers doing with their daughters that I envy and I miss.
Right.
It's the same thing with little boys who fathers ain't in their life, and they go to school, and then their friends' fathers come up to the school or at the park or at the football game, and they ain't got no, and it hurt.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with little girls who see their friends with their dads, and they're on their dad's shoulders, and they're walking and shit like that. It's something about it that you're missing that, and that hurts. And that's what that little girl is saying. But the lady right here, I'm like, no, your 2 mothers are just as good as a dad. And they know it's not. My mother will tell you that. My mom a strong black woman. My mom a strong black woman. She'd be like, no, it's some shit that I can't do for you that your dad has to do.
Right.
I can be there and wipe your tears when you get your heart broke and, shit like that. But at the same time, your dad has to teach you that resolve and shit like that. That's how that works. A good dad, I'll say, guys, or a male role model. Because some dads ain't shit, But I digress. But that's the thing, and little boys and girls, they long to have a father figure. Yeah. They know that shit ain't normal. And they see their friends, and they see how their friends interact with their dads, and they fucking envy it. That's just what it is, So, shoot. It's, see, look, my man Emmanuel said, shout out to my friend's dads who taught me more lessons than most. Right. What you got, a little puppy? What you got over there?
Hey, he just jumped in my lap.
What little puppy you got over there?
Little toy poodle.
Little toy? Of course you do. Of course you do. You probably make your guy walk him too. He probably feels embarrassed walking that dog.
This at night.
We trying to damn near get drugged down the street by a dog. Y'all out here with these little toy dogs and stuff.
I know. And he is annoying. Wouldn't recommend it. Needy. He always following me around. Crying when I'm not in the same room.
That's your puppy.
Yeah.
But even AOC came out firing.
Ooh.
AOC. Look at this. I think I showed this the other night. Listen to her. She sounds like she Hotep.
And I'm going to say what a lot of these folks aren't saying. I'm just going to say it. If you think that there is consensus among the people who want Joe Biden to leave, that they will support Vice President Harris, you would be mistaken. And I'm going to say that because if they're going to come out and say all their little things on background off the record, but they're not going to be fully honest, I'm going to be honest for them. I'm in these rooms. I see what they say in conversations. A lot of them are not just interested in removing the president. They are interested in removing the whole ticket.
Wow.
Right. She on it.
My thing is, man, when did they start? I tell you, this is such a different time. We didn't used to hear any of this type of stuff. I mean, I guess it's good.
Now, this is off topic, guys. I was scrolling through Twitter on my other screen because I was trying to find something. But would y'all date a woman that's dark?
Let's do this.
Would y'all date a woman that's dark? Like,
is it real?
Yeah, her name is, I can't pronounce that shit. Yakim Gatwich, the darkest model in the world.
Wow.
She beautiful.
Yeah.
She's really dark. She's almost like bronze dark. I mean, I'm sure that's makeup, but like,
that's what I was wondering. Is it makeup
she's super
or
fucking dark? No, that's her. I mean, they probably touched up her skin or airbrushed her skin, but she's fucking dark. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
I could do it. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, there's when I grew up, I don't know where there were foreign exchange students, and they were the basketball teams. They were like 6'8", 6'7". This is in high school.
Mm-hmm.
They were about that dark.
I knew one girl in high school that was close to that, and she was a pretty girl. But people made fun of her because she was that dark. I'm like, but she's pretty. Like, what are y'all making fun of her for?
Right, right.
Y'all tripping.
It's kind of remarkable a little bit to me.
Fresh Mike gonna say, let me put that cream in the coffee.
Let's do it.
Oh, she's a model from Chad, Noel? Noel says she's a model from Chad.
Yeah, that's kind of rare. I mean, I've never seen, I don't think it's rare. Probably for us it's rare, but that's kind of rare. And then look how pure it is as well. Her skin.
Emmanuel says, I date her. I wouldn't play hide and seek though.
Jesus.
Y'all wild. Oh my gosh, y'all wild. But yeah,
I wouldn't play hide and seek.
That was just I just wanted to know what y'all thought. I was just scrolling like, dang, she's pretty. She dark as hell, but she pretty. So from Chad. Okay, I got you. But back to the AOC. AOC she's right. They want to get rid of the entire ticket. They don't want Kamala. It's just that I think Joe Biden endorsed Kamala, or whoever it was that wrote that letter.
Right.
Endorsed Kamala too soon.
Just unprofessional. Like, where was the letterhead at? What's going on?
Exactly. No stationery.
You get COVID, you go hang out, and then it's like you write a letter. Like, why didn't you wait till you got like cured? Why did you do that when you were?
His ass ain't had no fucking COVID. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just odd. It was just an odd sequence of events. Like, what would it have taken you 3-4 more days until you started feeling better to come say that?
That's why I think his ass is dead.
I mean, I think, some people might think that's crazy to say, but you could be right, because it's like, when you truly think about what was the reason to write a letter while you were sick, why didn't you just wait till you could do that? Like when you did the address, you should have did it like that. Why write a letter?
I think they were panicked because he actually kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
Or he drooling somewhere in a fucking rocking chair and he don't know where he at right now.
Right. So it has to be something.
It's something like that. I think that's something like that. And then she goes from there to Paris. She goes from his wife goes from the speech. Now she in Paris chilling, which is interesting. Like, why is she in Paris? Is she in Paris for the Olympic Games? Is that why she's there? Why ain't Joe with her? Why ain't Joe with her in Paris, guys? He's the president of the United States.
Yeah, like, why are you saying Jill Biden?
Why is Joe Biden?
Your wife.
Right. Why did he meet with Bibi Netanyahu? He's here in town. Why hasn't Kamala met with Bibi Netanyahu yet? Somebody got to tell us something.
I will say something is weird, especially with how close he was like denying that he was going to drop out to when he did. And then the fact that he decided, he thought the most opportune time to say that was when he's supposedly in bed with COVID. Like, you could have waited. I never even thought about that to this moment.
Joe Biden is not with us anymore, guys. Either he's a space cadet right now, and he's sitting in the motherfucking chair like this, and like Stephen Hawking drooling, or he is not with us no more. That's just me. And I think he died. He died. That's why they flew his body back to Delaware. He died right then and there. It was no point taking him to the hospital, so they flew his body back to Delaware. That's what I think.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. Like them doing an autopsy on the plane of JFK after he got shot. He did the autopsy in the air, allegedly.
Really?
Or a body swap. It was either that or a body swap.
I mean, I saw two planes hit a building and they fell in a neat pile. So I don't know. I saw that.
Exactly.
That's when, for me, life got weird. But I don't know. Stranger things have happened. He might not be with us. Well, he hasn't been with us for a long time, but I might not officially be with us anymore.
I'm trying to figure out how you younger than me and you got grades.
Well, I've had these grades for a long time since I've been like 19.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. So what you say? You 37?
I just turned 38.
Oh snap! Happy belated.
I'm old.
You old? I'm about to be 40.
Oh yeah, you old.
Yeah, I'm old. I got bad.
I like it though.
I got no bad knees. I'm just getting my shit together. You know, I'm about to stop saying I'm old. Then I start seeing gray hairs start popping up in my beard, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I've been gray a minute. I've been gray a long time.
No, I might look alright gray. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Let me tell you.
Oh, Emmanuel said y'all the same age. Shout out to Emmanuel. Yo, I gotta hang out. I gotta come down there, y'all. Come down there and get a drink. He a bartender in DC.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That should be nice.
So.
Yeah. I didn't know you drank.
Who, me? Yeah, I drink. I'm a social drinker. I don't drink, but like I'll drink like when I'm around people. So like we got fucked up at Hotep Con last year. That was wild.
That's what's in Miami next, Hotep Con?
Yeah, we was in Vegas for the last 3 years, but it's in Miami this year. Yeah.
That's right.
I was toe down in Vegas that Thursday night. We was drinking. Like we went back and got more. Like I brought this really good rum called Bumbu. Oh, it's great. It's the smoothest rum you'll taste. It's fantastic. HJ was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, it's Bumbu. He's like, you got any more of this?
When you say HJ, it kind of bothers me. I know who you're talking about now, but nothing.
It's just instead of saying Hotep Jesus all the time.
No, I know, but never mind. HJ. I used to call it something else HJ back when I was younger.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, so that's what I didn't catch it till the second time you said it. I was like, oh, he's talking about Hotep Jesus. I'm like, what is he talking about?
Hit the pause on you.
Yeah, when you said it like the first time, I was like, what is he talking about? I didn't put it together. But yeah. He's funny. You know what's so funny? The first time I ever saw him was on when him and Tatum were arguing.
Yeah.
Because I found Tatum way before I knew he was a Trump supporter. I found Tatum because he popped up in my algorithms. I'll never forget. It was a YouTube video back when he used to like sit on his floor in like his bedroom and like the American flag was behind him. And he was like, the video was why black men marry white women. So yeah, and that was like he had like no facial hair, nothing. He looked skinny and funny looking. So anyway, that is when after I hit it, that is because my mom used to love this little interracial couple in Texas. So that's how I think it came in my algorithms. Anyway, then I saw he was voting for Trump, and I was like, okay, let me see what this man's talking about. And that's kind of how I started following Tatum. And then also because of Candace, I've been following Candace a long time too. And I saw that they did, was it Blexit together?
Yeah.
So that's how I realized they connected. And then like when he really got popularity is that whole Ahmaud Arbery situation is when I noticed. Because his take on that was stupid too.
Yeah.
I actually got on his live on Instagram, and you're gonna laugh because I got on his live going back and forth with him about it. And one of the comments in the live was, I sounded like Kamala Harris. I was like, no, the fuck I don't.
Jeez.
That's the first time I even like thought to even hear what she sounded like.
Brandon.
I don't think we sound anything alike.
Yeah, and I found Uncle Hotep first, and then like I found Candace. I saw her, and then Uncle Hotep, and then somehow Brandon Tatum had jumped on my timeline.
Yeah.
And HJ did his stunt with fucking Fox News and the Starbucks thing.
Yeah.
And then I realized they had a show together, so that was kind of dope. But
Hotep and
Uncle Hotep and Hotep, and Hotep Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. He was arguing with Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Hotep Jesus. That's right. That's what I saw on YouTube.
Uncle Hotep was the first black man to wear a MAGA hat.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Hotep was the first black man to put on a MAGA hat.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of black men, I don't want to get like off a tangent, but oh my gosh, there was this video because I'm big on Reddit, and this woman was on this guy's. I don't know if we call him podcast anymore because it sounds to me like everything went back to YouTube, but on his show, and she was describing how she became HIV positive, and the person she was describing she got it from was Kingface.
Oh yeah, that was always the rumor. That's what he passed away from.
Yeah, and I was like, I never knew because I remember I would be watching him, and I remember he just died all of a sudden. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, yep. I remember that, and I think Uncle said something like that. I think he had a home in Virginia. I'm like, what?
Home in Virginia?
Yeah. So
I call it the high five.
The high five. Oh my god.
Because it looks like the H, the Roman numeral 5. Yeah, because I remember I never forget he was like on a live on Instagram, and he was like laying back. He couldn't sit up. He was like, my back hurts. I'm like, what's wrong with him? And next thing I know, a post about his passing.
Yeah. So who knows? They try to say it was pneumonia or something like that. Well, it might have been pneumonia because I think most people with AIDS die from pneumonia. But this is the HotepCon 2024 Miami, guys. October 3rd through the 6th. That's a cool ass fucking flyer right there, gosh dang.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's a cool ass flyer. I got me with my AR in the hand. It's a cool ass fucking flyer. October 3rd through the 6th, guys. In Miami, guys, we're gonna be in South Beach area. It's gonna be fun. Get your tickets. Come over here to HotepNation.com. Hit the HotepCon tab. And get your tickets.
I'm going.
Guys. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. Come on through. Have
Bring
fun.
the fam.
Sonny Johnson gonna be there. Who gonna be here? Let me see what we got going on. What we got going on here?
What if I ever became a Hotep and my name would be?
Whatever you decided to be. Whatever you decided. He didn't post the special guest yet. But we always got some good special guests. I know Sonny Johnson's gonna be there. She's always fun to hang out with. Project Rook usually comes. She's fantastic as far as comes to like holistic, medicine and women's, health care and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to see them too. We had Kimberly Klasick one year. She came out and hung out with us for the weekend. It's always a fun time. It's always a fun time, guys. Get your tickets. Come hang out with us. This ain't one of them things like Myron Gaines and them be doing where you pay $1,000 and they don't fucking talk to you at all. Y'all gonna be hanging out with us. Y'all gonna be chilling. I gotta find a range. I'm taking subscribers to the gun range so we can go shooting and chill and have fun. It's a fantastic time every single time, guys, and it only gets better. So make sure y'all get their tickets, guys. Use Cannon as a promo code. Use Cannon, CANNON, to get 10% off your tickets. Cannon to get 10% off your tickets. CANNON. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fantastic time. So I can't wait because I've never been to Miami. So
I've never been to Miami either. You're pretty good with Photoshop.
For me, I didn't do that. Shout out to Renee. I mean, I could have did something like this, but Renee got all that shit. So Renee is he does our graphics. And then we got Hotep T-Rex or Taylor. Taylor does all our video production stuff, and we all get together and stuff like that. So it's fun. So that one right there, Renee did it. Not to mention, Renee, if you watching, yo, I need to get some of that the whiskey or the tequila that you brought, or the vodka that you brought to HotepCon. That's the cool part. He got his own like little situation going on, and he had like special bottles and shit made up. It was dope. I gotta get me that. So, but yeah, it's a fantastic time. I've never been to Miami. I'm happy we on the East Coast this time. I'm happy it's in October and it's not gonna be during one of those super humid times of the year, because like I've been to Florida and all I know is the humidity in Florida is not fun. It's not fun. It's like breathing through a straw sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'll take October. You know what I mean? So it'll be a fun time, guys. Just make sure you get your tickets. Come hang out with us. Come hang out with us, man. Oh man.
That's right. Seems like it's gonna be a good time. Seems like a nice bunch of fellas.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, guys. Good, wholesome, good, clean fun. Good,
Yeah.
clean fun. Now, I want to show you this, and I all I can say is, where's her father? I had to put, where's her father? Listen to this shit. Why is this a trend now between girls now?
Lick me, I'm a freaky hoe. He lick from the front ass in his face, tongue in my booty hole.
Hold on, I forgot I gotta send it to you. Hold on, I don't know if you can.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
It's bad. First off, I don't even know how old this girl is.
Lick me, I'm a freaky hoe. He lick from the front ass in his face, tongue in my booty hole. Shut this nigga out, pussy water make him drown.
That's as far as I could get the first time.
Oh, Jesus.
Where's her father?
Yeah.
Where's her father? Somebody put their foot in her ass. I blame Sexy Red.
Or her two moms.
Or her two. Oh my goodness gracious, this is wild. I'm like, come on, really? This is what it is now? Thought rap? Is that what is this? Got to be a genre of rap, right? What is it? Is it thought rap? What do we call that?
I think it is thought rap. I think they did call it that. Oh, they call it P-word rap. That's what it's called.
Is that right? It's terrible.
That's what I heard.
It's horrible. And this is what like little girls are listening to when their parents ain't paying attention, when they got their headphones on.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for me having my daughter uses my Spotify, so I can see what the fuck she listening to. But it's just like, I'm like, why? Why? They're trying they're trying to get popular. For what? For off of this? Like, why?
Right, all that, and then good well what happens, Cannon. I mean, I don't know if this is after dark, but it's like half the time you be going in there and they don't be doing nothing. I can't stand it. I cannot stand. It's just nasty.
Yeah,
it's nasty.
Much so. It's very nasty, and it's just. I'm like, I'm tired of hearing it. Like, Sexy Red.
I'm tired too.
Is trash. Right?
Yes.
It's just, even sometimes when Cardi B do it, I think it's just Cardi B's voice that makes it seem appealing. But regardless, when she does it, it's like she don't even let her kid listen to it. Like, it's like, why are you making this music if you won't even let your kid listen to it? You know what I mean?
It's pretty nasty, especially to be married. I mean, I don't want to put my morals on other people, but I'm just saying, like. Right. And then then it's funny because with her, and I liked Cardi, 'cause I used to watch Love and Hip Hop, but I'm saying, you talk about this stuff in your music, it's all hypersexual and all this stuff. And then, you're living your life in the public eye, and then this man has cheated on you numerous amounts of times in the public eye. And it's like, girl, it can't be that whoppy.
It's too much.
I mean, dang.
That's why I don't listen to the radio now.
Right. I can't stand this music.
I don't listen to the radio no more. I haven't listened to the radio in a very long time.
Me neither. I can't stand that type of music. It's bad. It's bad.
That's how I found all this shit, because I just stopped listening to the radio. I started listening to talk radio a lot. Music and shit, nah. I started listening to talk radio all the time. And that's how I start finding all the stuff that I talk about now and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to reach out to the guy. Like, so y'all wouldn't have this version of Canon Hotep if it wasn't for a guy named Chad Dukes. Right? Y'all wouldn't have this version of Canon Hotep if it wasn't for a guy named Chad Dukes, right? He was a very prominent radio show host in the DMV area. I've been listening to him since like he was in Baltimore City, right? Cool as shit, right? He had he said some shit on his podcast that got him canceled. And I don't think it should have got him canceled, because what he was saying was the truth, and he wasn't saying nothing in malice. He was just making a point. Regardless, all this shit you see where people are monetizing their shows, right? Their podcasts and stuff with sponsors and shit. He was the triple OG of that shit.
Oh.
Right? They would, as far as I know, they were doing it before Adam Carolla was. And they say Adam Carolla is the OG of it. They were the OG triple OG of it. He been making money off of like his podcast and stuff for decades. And he just getting to YouTube this year.
Really?
Yes. So like I'm supposed to have him on the show. I just gotta figure out when I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna pick his brain and you know. But if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have this version of me because I was awkward, yo. Like I just, you know, not to toot my own horn, I just was a good looking guy that had no personality. So when I started listening to talk radio, I started listening to their show, and I'm like, he says the shit that I think, but he says the shit out loud. Right? So then I started that, so it made me bold enough to just start saying the shit out loud. And the humor that I had was kind of the same humor he has, because I'm like, yeah, he sounds just like me in my head. Right? But then they started making me want to start doing like a show and shit like that. So when I started doing my live stream like this, I harkened back to when I was listening to him.
You harkened back, huh?
Yeah, but I still listen to him. But like I went back to like, okay, and this how, so that's how, like with the humor, with the information, you know.
Yeah.
So
let me give you some flowers. You do really well. You definitely keep my attention when I watch. Sometimes, especially the content, you know, back in the day, I think this is a new thing where like politics is appealing to like young people. Like I remember being young and hearing like my parents listening to talk radio. I'm like, what are they listening to? But so you do a good job at that balance and putting, you know, the medicine in candy, so you're making it digestible, you know, and fun to listen to. You get crazy sometimes, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, I get a little outrageous.
But I like it's cool. It's cool.
But like
my role model was Martin.
Yeah, but see, that's everybody's role model, right?
No, I mean, the character on the show.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's the first podcaster.
Yeah. What up? But like, they had to do a 4-hour show, talk radio. Like, it ain't no like, are we gonna going to this song? They talking for 4 straight fucking hours, and to keep somebody's attention, to listen to you for 4 straight fucking hours, you gotta be entertaining. So when I would look back at them, I thought they was the most entertaining people I ever heard on the radio. It was called the Big O and Duke Show. Now he just does the Chad Duke Show. Again, still has the ability to hold a show for 4 straight fucking hours. He's hilarious, but he also gives you the information that he wants to give you.
Right.
They did a show about snacks and soda for 4 fucking hours and kept everybody's attention. It's crazy.
Well, I have to see that because I don't see how that could be.
They could do this shit. I wish, because after he got canceled, some reason I guess the other hosts erased all of the podcasts, which is wild, right? But I would listen to I would be in the car driving because I got tired of listening to the radio and hearing the same song every fucking hour at the top of the hour. And I started scrolling through the channels, and then I found talk radio, and then I found them, and I would sit there and I would listen to them the entire day. And the shit never got old because they were hilarious, and they would get you through the show because they were funny. Whatever point they had to get across or whatever news they were breaking, the shit was hilarious and it kept you listening. So I'm like, if I'm going to do a live stream, it has to be like that. I have to be outrageous. I gotta be funny because I need to keep everybody's attention, but also get my points across. Even when you look at my short videos, right? My short videos, the same way. I'm like, I need to get my point across, but be kind of have some humor to it so people can grasp it and not just sound dry like NPR radio. That's why you hear the music in the background when I'm doing my streams, because I got a monotone and I don't like hearing myself talk. The music just breaks it up. So that's why in the shorter videos you hear the music. That's why in the live stream you hear the music, because I can't stand hearing my voice. But if I put the music, a groovy tune behind the shit while I'm talking, it's easier to digest. And then I try to keep some humor with it, you know. So I'm gonna get them on the channel.
Everybody loves a groovy tune.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Like this one right here. We just gonna hold up. This shit, wow, right there. That's, I don't hear music. You don't hear the music? What? I don't know why you don't hear the music.
I hear it.
Like that shit it's just catchy. So
you do a good job. You're really good at what you do.
But you better start doing your thing. It's grifting season, Bailey.
Yeah. I know. You're right.
It's grifting season. If you gonna make a name, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Even if you just broke your phone out and did a 2-minute video and posted that shit on YouTube and Twitter, you got the voice and you got the look. They gonna watch.
I appreciate it.
They gonna watch it. I'm telling you.
I guess we'll see. I fall victim to thinking that everything has to be right before I start, but I know that I should just start. But you know, when you're a certain type of way, it's hard to do that. But I'm going to. Yeah. I've been waiting for my friend. I'm just gonna do it by myself. I've been telling people
we need that Keisha babble back, yo. We better get that.
I need that Keisha babble back.
Yeah, we need the Keisha babble back. Y'all did. That was a fantastic show. I know she out there living.
It was good.
Life.
she hurt herself, and then I don't know. It's that season. She has a summer birthday as well, so her birthday's like 2 months long.
Oh, is that what it does? How y'all do it?
And she travels and things like that. It's like to Jamaica and everything. She's from Jamaica, so
that's what I'm trying to get into now. I didn't do a whole lot of traveling. Like I want to start doing it now. Everybody's like, well, why don't you travel? You can. I'm like, I know I can, but I guess growing up we didn't travel. I didn't go on family vacations and shit. You know, so it was never ingrained in me. So I just was like, oh shit, yeah, I probably could go traveling. I just never thought about it because I never did it. So now I'm trying to do a bunch of shit, a bunch of things, a bunch of. I ain't gonna say black people shit. Like I never been to Puerto Rico, so I'm like, maybe
I never been either.
Maybe I'll go to Puerto Rico for my birthday. You know, just for the weekend. You know,
I'm the one to go. My boyfriend's Puerto Rican.
Oh, there you go. He probably got it in with the cartels and some shit over there. You know, you good.
No, man, I'm not trying to get up.
No, you gotta take him over there with you. He probably got family over there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all be good. You know, my stepmother, she Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My father's fourth wife.
Your dad's black?
Yeah, my dad's black.
Oh, you said your dad's fourth wife.
Fourth wife, yes.
I'm weak.
Yes. They from Puerto Rico.
Damn.
But yeah, so I want to go over there and then going to Miami, and then I'm probably going to.
Dad's fourth wife.
Yeah, no, right. And then I need to renew my passport, and I'm gonna start traveling a little more. So
renew it. How you had a passport to begin with and didn't go nowhere?
I mean, I've been a couple of places on the passport once I got married.
Oh, okay.
Like Bermuda, Jamaica, you know.
Okay.
But then the kids, you know, kids come and kids just suck you dry. Pause.
Let me tell you. Yeah, pause, please.
Yes. No Diddy. But that's what happened. Like my daughter, I just came back from Virginia Beach, and I didn't have no fun because it was all about the kid.
I was just in Vegas and didn't have no fun, and that's the first time I took my kid, and it was definitely different.
It's a bunch of shit he can't do, so you got to do everything for him. Like my daughter, we in Virginia Beach because she had a dance competition, it's Dance Nationals. Now she did a fantastic job at Dance Nationals.
That's
right. You know what I mean? She did a wonderful job at Dance Nationals. She took first in her division. And she placed 13th out of she placed 13 out of what was it? 13 out of 65.
Oh, you're raising a little Chris Brown.
She can dance. She do all right.
Okay.
I'll show y'all her team dance. She might yell at me for showing. And they do their thing. They do their thing. I'll show y'all her little team dance. And I like her studio because they don't make them dress in weird shit. Like, you know, like the other studios, they be dressing. Like, you see that dance show, they be doing some extra shit, but they don't do that. They're tasteful. So here we go. I had to sneak and take this because apparently there was no videography supposed to be taken, but, you know, I'm black. So they took number one for this for teen.
How old is your daughter?
15. Yeah. Half the time when I'm watching, I don't even know where she at because they all look alike. So, this is my daughter.
Oh, that's right.
That's her right there. So, my daughter's a fucking giant. She's like 5'6" or 5'7", and she's only 15, so she's still growing. She's like 165 pounds of muscle.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
Wow. You said how tall is she?
She's like 5'6" or 5'7".
Wow. That's pretty tall.
And then, like I said, 165. Like, you see her legs, 165, just solid muscle.
Yeah.
Abs and shit, all that stuff. Crazy.
That's right.
And she said, just do it to keep in shape. I said, okay. I just don't know how they can keep all that shit in their head. 1980s Universal Soldier music. Appreciate that. The girl at the end won $60,000 scholarship.
Goodness.
Yeah, she was like, I think she won like her solos. She got like #1, period, full stop. So like it's yeah, it should cost though. It's so much. It's so expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I knew. Yeah, I figured.
It's so expensive. I'll just be sitting there like, yo, I can't. Like it's just, I'll be like, yo, I don't know what to think sometimes. So I'll be like, yo, you sure you still want to do this? But then when I seen that girl get that $60,000 scholarship, I was like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and see this through.
It's brown.
We're gonna go ahead and see this through. Oh
That's
my
right.
gosh. But she does a fantastic job with dancing. My father, he was like, in the beginning, he was like, you sure? He's like, you wait all that time for her to do one dance? He's like, we need to go throw a brick through the window of that dance studio. He be tripping.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah, her performance was only.
Yeah, because I'll be sitting there all day for one dance. He's like, nah, hell no, I'm not doing that. That's too much for me. He be tripping me out. My father's hilarious. So he's like, I'll just send money. I'm like, Dad, Zoe wants you to come. Zoe wants you to come to her dance. He's like, tell her I'll buy her something. He's a fool. So this one right here, let me see if this will play. So this is her solo, and this was she went to nationals doing this solo. And like I said, she took first place in her division, and she took 13th overall for this. Let me share this. I thought I'd share it. Oh, here we go. Herself. So we had to go to Virginia Beach for that. She did like,
and like the cardio it takes.
I say first off, how your math is bad and you can remember all of this shit.
Right.
Like you remember all them dance moves, but you can't remember the quadratic equation out here. Like, you better get your shit together.
Amen.
And she be mad because it don't make sense to me. And then they got like a posse dance. I call it the hypnotize. Remember 3 6 Mafia, the Hypnotize Camp Posse?
No.
You remember 3 6 Mafia?
I don't remember the song. 1 second. There's something going on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know. Oh, Cannon, I might have to get it out of here.
Uh-oh.
No, it's I don't know what the world. He's barking. Oh,
that's why you need a big dog.
Yeah, for real. No, for real. I had a car stolen once, and he didn't say nothing.
My dog hit the door at 100 mile an hour, scare everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm gonna show you this last one. I'm proud of my kid. I had to go down Virginia Beach and spend $1,600 on the hotel and then food and stuff like that, and I ain't have no fun. Oh, you all right over there, yo? You got a taser or something?
Who, me? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I have cameras.
Okay, I'm about to say now.
I don't know what he's barking at.
And then I know you in what's her name? So that's scary. Y'all can't handle guns like that.
Right.
Here we go. This is a little. I call it the hypnotized camp posse dance because it's like the whole studio. It's the whole studio. These little girls, they be amped up. It is biased, especially when you get up into them certain competitions. Yeah, they call it switch it up or something like that, but they call it dance. She like 11. bad math? Again, that's my daughter right here. So that's 6 minutes of dancing. I'm like, I don't know, I'd have been dead in the back somewhere. Like, water, somebody, water.
Wow, to be young again.
Yeah, I know, right? But like I said, I took, we divide and conquer. My wife and my son went to Disney, and I had to go to Virginia Beach with my daughter and be a chauffeur for a week for her dance competition. So expensive though, $1,600 for a hotel, just for the hotel. Then I had, we had to eat, and it wasn't like we could cook in the hotel, so we had to eat out every night. Her friends want to be, Dad, we want to go to Outback. I'm like, Outback? McDonald's? Chick-fil-A or something? Outback. And then they went, it's a place in Virginia Beach called Captain George's. Shout out to Rudy. Me and Rudy the vet, we met up down at Captain George's, broke bread. But my daughter, can we go to Captain George's? My friend's going to Captain George's. So I go there. It's a buffet. It's $50 a person.
Goodness.
Yeah. So take her there.
Damn.
Yeah. And then like other shit like, Dad, they got a Ben & Jerry's on the corner. Can we go to get some Ben & Jerry's? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we go to the Target there? Can you take us to the boardwalk? Like some of the parents had just put their kids off on me for like the first 2 days. And I'm sitting here, like we walk in, they little girls, so I'm keeping a loose follow. And then I see, you see the predators I said, get your ass back in that car, nigga. You know what I mean? They turn around and go, oh shit, okay, let me get back in my car. All right. I'm strapped up in Virginia Beach I'm like, let me just make sure these these predators out here ain't messing up. But this is what you'd call supporting your kid right here.
Amen.
I didn't have any fun, guys, in Virginia Beach, but because she had all the fun, I was happy that she had all her fun. You know what I mean? I'll have my fun later, but my fun was just being able to get in the bed and let a movie watch me.
That's my kind of fun. That's what I like to do.
I tried to watch Signs. I ain't seen Signs in a minute, and then I was like, I was out. Next time I wake up, it's 7 a.m. We got to get back to the convention center. So yeah, I was like, goodness gracious, this dance dad shit is for the birds.
Let me tell you,
it's for the birds.
Nah, it's cool.
Disney's expensive, but my wife father paid for it, so they went for free. So
okay,
yeah, flight and everything. But like they win with those, they win. So like the one y'all just saw, they won that competition. They took first. They take first with that routine.
Wow.
Every place they go except for nationals, they took second this year.
Dang.
So, and then my daughter,
That's like I said, my
daughter's dance, she took first in her division, 13th overall. And then the other dance I showed you at the beginning with the small group that took first place. And then two of the girls won like 60 grand scholarships. And somebody else won 40. And then a couple of people, one boy, he won 40. He's a little zesty, but it's okay. He won 40 grand.
I'm weak.
But it's all good. So it's fun, guys. Make sure, like that little girl said, it's good to have a dad. It's good to have a dad. It was cool for my wife to go last year, but my daughter was so happy that I was there with her this year. And hearing her telling her friends on the phone, I'm having so much fun. I didn't think I was gonna have this much fun, but I'm having so much fun. Just warm my heart, guys. Tickle my fancy. you know. Even though I was like, damn, what you thought it was gonna be a bad fucking time with your dad? You know what I mean?
Right.
But I was like, you know what? I'm happy she's having the fun. So anyway, that's all I got for tonight, guys. You got anything else? Let people know where they can reach you at, the Bailey. Where you want them to follow you?
Look, I mean, as of now, I only have my Instagram or in my Twitter at the Bayway, TheBaiWay. Next time I'll have on my channel.
You got it, Joe. I'm telling you, just break out the phone or whatever and just go for it. Like when I first started, I was just ranting into my phone and using Apple iMovie to edit real fast and then pop that shit up. Yeah. So I can do almost everything.
That's the first thing I've ever edited on back in the day. Not my phone though. You know, computers, they come, you know, the MacBooks come with iMovie.
Yeah, but I just, on my phone, iMovie on my phone, I would edit up a little 2-minute video part, throw it up on Twitter and YouTube. Telling you, you got it. You already got the look. You already got the sound. Got the knowledge. Go ahead, throw it out there. True. Ariel's still in the building. Right. Ariel Hawani says she's still fine. It sounds like you got a fan already.
I like him.
Well, you can go follow her over on Twitter, and she got a YouTube. What's your YouTube channel? I know you still got the YouTube channel, right?
Well, I don't even know. I got to get with Ray on that one.
Okay.
But so my channel, what it's going to be called, is going to be called The Day Room Show. Because, you know, when you were never in the military, I always think you were in the military. Anybody who's in the military knows I was Air Force. We call it a dorm. Army calls it a barrack. But they all have day rooms. And that's where you go and kick it. And you have functions in there. Like, if you want to go in there and chill. And that's where a lot of good conversations and good times happen. So that's what my channel's, I named it.
The Day Room Show. The Day Room
Or just
Show.
the Day Room.
Get that.
I don't know if it's show. I gotta see what it says.
That's
all right. It's gonna be cool. That's where all the conversations, are gonna happen, and then just kicking it, chilling.
Follow over on Instagram. Follow over on Twitter, and when she ready to rock and roll and she got it up, y'all be the first to know. Y'all be the first to know, guys. Anyway, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And you guys, I appreciate you guys too. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream. Let people know we live, guys. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed. Stay strapped. Don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. And hopefully Snoop Dogg don't pass out running with the Olympic torch. I'll holler at y'all.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.